Well, welcome back to base camp, WNC. We gonna get back to work. We started on this project a year or so ago, and we're gonna get into it really earnest right now. And this is our little river club, if you want to call it. We got this nice river frontage on the whole thing, and the property here is kind of like a peninsula. But this is for our camping and gun play and that kind of stuff. We got a couple fields here. This is the first one. We're going to be camping in this one here. We're going to be setting up a new outhouse system here down on this end of the property. But I just started building the outhouse over there. Let me walk down here and I'll show you some of it. Well, this area over here by the river is where we're going to set up the camp and a little shelter for cooking. We'll use that far field right there as camping. And over here today we're going to notch into the hill and have a latrine right there. And of course I'm going to show you how to build that thing. This is just the building part for it. But we like to make it a contained area. And we use two drums, one on top of the other. And that way we can get it pumped out if we have to. But we're going to build that today, hopefully try to get that in place. And we're going to be clearing some land. This is our gun range portion of it over here. We've been just using a real estate sign, so we're going to go ahead and put up a backstop. We have right here a natural 100-foot high plus hill to shoot into. So we got plenty of backstop right there. Kind of want to build a range over here in this cutover area. We're going to take them stumps out today. Another strip of hay. And those trees right there in the background is the river again. It goes on around this whole property. So we got a total of about 165-yard range up here to the real estate sign. So it's not too bad. But we're going to get out here with some equipment, and it's nice to have heavy equipment to play with. Well, I'm going to start filming all this stuff for you. And this is kind of what I do on the weekend. This is Saturday when I ain't out there working for somebody else. I'm working for this. So let's get going on it. Like I said, we're going to want to clear some stumps out here today. But these two rows of poplars, this was planted as a nursery and then never used. We're going to be taking them down, and we got a sawmill here on the property. I'm going to use my sawmill and go ahead and cut lumber out of it, but we're going to build a stockade building log cabin out of all of them. And that'll be part of the build. But like I said, today we started yesterday, had some lumps of dirt sitting around here trying to get the stumps and stuff out of it. We're going to pile these stumps up. And the plan was to try to kind of have some bonfires and burn it, but they're about 10, 15 years old, and I don't think we got enough fuel to get them things burning. But you're going to see some pretty neat machinery. It's kind of neat to come down and do a job when the last thing you got to do is worry about how to do it. It's just a matter of get it done. You're going to see all kind of bulldozers, excavators, forestry mulchers. We got the use of everything on this property. So but let's get to work on this outhouse. And like I said, if you can hear me, you're going to see all kind of toys today. This is a side mounted mower. We're going to mow off all this vegetation, at least get it down. This is where the outhouse is going to be in the gun range, so we're going to go ahead and trim some of that up. Like I said, it's nice to have use of this machinery, and this sure beats a chainsaw up there and all them briars and trying to pull that stuff and pile it up to burn. So we're going to, every time we come here, we're going to keep getting a little bit further in. But this is where the outhouse and the gun range is going to be sitting, so we figured this was a whole lot better than machetes and chainsaws. Well, if you can hear me over it, clearing out the flat spot to put the latrine in and get ready to dig the hole for the septic. And he went up and got on another play toy. Everybody needs a little Kubota front end loader, 4-wheel drive, and a backhoe. Got to have something to play with. And then we'll have to go up and get the next one with the auger, and we'll go from there. Well, here comes the latest toy he bought, a 2021 Case rubber tire, a rubber track skid loader, heated, air conditioned, enclosed cab, fully computerized. That's been fun. But here it is. If you need to dig an outhouse, just have somebody with a 24-inch auger show up, and let's watch this thing dig. You're drifting back. So the way I made this thing, when you see this tank, we cut right here about 1.5 inches down, which ended up being there's a real thick rib right here. But if you notice on the side of the drum, this is the narrowest part of the drum. And then that made the bottom of the tank. The top of the tank, we cut off right above this second ring at one of the widest spots. And then of course it fit right down over top of it. We put some clear caulk in that thing, some silicone caulk, and screwed it together, which you can see on the big tank. And that's how we made it, with the two bottom ends bolted together. You think so, huh? You can do more with a damn plastic drum than you can shake a stick at sometimes. I don't know. Well, here it is, sitting in place, graded around it. Had to cut a hole in top to be able to get that fitting for the outflow. But here's the what we're going to be using for a drain field coming out the side of it to take all the water effluent off. And there he is. He's got another toy over there. He's in there clearing the land, and we're going to pick up the outhouse building and set on top of this thing. And let's try to see if we can get that thing going. One flying outhouse. Well, here it is. It's sitting in place. The potty chair thing fits over top of it. We got to get it connected from the chair down into the pit. But we're gonna come out the side with a vent pipe to vent the gases out and go up. It will get a rain gutter on the back end, and to collect water and run it down into that pit to keep it full, to keep the stink down. We're build a deck here, someplace to stand while you open the door up. Put a couple dumps of dirt here and get a walkway up to it. And when that old rough cut lumber dries out, we might even give it a coat of paint. So I might shoot another quick video when we get it all done and all set up, but this is an anaerobic outhouse. You can build plastic pallet, some rough wood, and I'm going to bring you up to date when we get the gun ranges and everything else here on the River Club set up. So we'll talk to you later on.